Morning, guys, and welcome to today's prediction analysis. If you are new to the channel, please do well to like the video, do well to subscribe to this channel, and do well to share the channel with friends. I have some very important announcements, so don't jump to the next section, please. Just stay on. So, yeah, the first one is this is an incredibly difficult time. As I have told you guys, there are several things at work right now. We have fatigue. Players are playing a lot of matches more than before. And then we also have this issue of manipulation happening. So the odds are really against us, really, really against us. And that's why this period is the way it is. The only time that there is going to be a great deal of consistency is going to be March. So from March going, that's going to be when you have these players start to realize how close they are to the end of the season and why they need to sit up. So it's the reason we don't have much seriousness right now. So what we will do is for the time being, because this whole thing of playing only two matches with big odds has been a test. I'm running a test until the end of the week to see what this would mean. So what we are going to do now is we just have to try and see how we can make this system to work. And I have an idea of what we will do. So in addition to betting on these two games separately, we'll have what I'll call the high stake odds. So what that simply means, a summarized version of the two matches. So or a de-risked. So I'm going to de-risk at the end of the video or towards the end of the video. I'm going to de-risk the two games and give you a summarized version of the odds. So it's likely going to be 1.5 or 1.6 for you guys to stake safely on based on my de-risked version of it. So we still stick to playing the two games separately, and then we have a de-risked version of it for high stake. I'll call it the high stake. So yesterday would have been fantastic. I mean, Southampton Chelsea, many people would have doubted me on it, but it happened. The Liverpool game should have won. Liverpool should have beaten Newcastle yesterday. But I mean, the thing is with Newcastle, they like to turn up against big teams. That's one team that I really do not understand the motivational direction in this life. Because when you least expect them to turn up, that's when they turn up. When you expect them to turn up, that's when they disappoint. So that has been the issue right now with that Newcastle team. I saw Liverpool scored 3-2 in the 87th minute, and I was like, yeah, this is a wrap. Not knowing they were still going to concede. So we came so close to winning that game, and the odd was huge 1.9 something. So, but we can't keep sulking. We have to move forward. At least one out of the two slips delivered. So, but I'm trying to create a system where even if one out of the two slips don't deliver, the high stake slip would still deliver for most of you people. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get into the game. So the first game we have here is from the England Premier League. It's a game that involves Fulham and this Brighton team. And when you look at this Fulham team, one thing you realize about this Fulham team, is that they're very competitive, very, very competitive. Four out of their last five matches have produced 2.5 goals. Not two goals, not over two goals, but 2.5 goals, which is impressive. Brighton away from home. Brighton away from home, three out of their last five matches have produced 2.5 goals. And the two games that didn't produce 2.5 goals were games that they played involving bigger opposition, bigger teams. So, like Arsenal, you wouldn't expect them to score Arsenal more goals. They played Newcastle, and you wouldn't expect them because Newcastle is a big team compared to the likes of Fulham. So, the point I'm trying to make is that this is going to be a free flowing football. This is going to be the game will be end to end because these are two teams at the same level or on the same level. So Brighton will be pushing to see if they can break into the top four. And then you have this Fulham team that will be hoping to leapfrog Manchester United into the 10th position. It's going to make for an interesting game by all standards. Expect goals from Fulham, expect goals from Brighton. So it's for this reason that I'm going with over 2.5 goals for this fixture. So over 2.5 goals for this fixture, as you would expect for it to be, is currently priced at 1.67. So the next game we have is again from the England Premier League. It's a game that involves Bournemouth and Tottenham. So when you take a look at this Bournemouth team, one thing you'll realize about this team is that their goals hardly finish 0-0. And the goals that they play and maybe they don't score or they don't allow the other team to score are games that involve big teams, like traditionally big teams that are in the top four. They always try to score. And it's interesting that they have scored in four out of their last five home matches. That's interesting. So, regardless of the opposition, they have scored in four out of their last five home matches. Tottenham away from home. Tottenham has also managed to score in out of its last five, four out of its last five games away from home. And we don't have their most recent head to head, but we don't really look at the head to head right now. What will follow will be their current form. Current form is what matters right now. Their current goal scoring form is what we are looking at. So this is a situation where Bournemouth has scored in four out of its last five home matches, regardless of the opposition they've played. You have Tottenham that has scored in four out of its last five away matches. So what does that tell you? Both teams to score. So both teams will definitely get a goal or goals at the end of 90 minutes. So what are we going with? We are going with both teams to score in this game. Bournemouth, they've come out well this season. They're doing very well. And you also have a Tottenham team. And I mean, it's also important we look at their standings to see what this game would mean for both teams. So um, you check Tottenham position 8, a win today will propel them into the top five spots. And then you check Bournemouth, where they are. And Bournemouth, a win today will also propel them above Manchester United into the top nine positions. So both teams to score will happen in this game, and the odd is 1.44. So talking about the de-risked version of these games. So this is what it's going to be. For those who want to stake high, who want something smaller odds to stake on. This is how it's going to be. And before I talk about it, let me just remind you that these two tickets are separate. We at the moment we can't risk combining matches unless I tell you to do so. So the two slips are separate. These two games are separate. You don't merge them. So for the de-risked version of the games where you can stake high, it's 1.5 odds. You now play Fulham to do over two goals, and the odd is 1.23. That's the de-risked version. Now the second one is Bournemouth Tottenham. You also play over two goals. So when you match the two odds, this one you can actually combine these odds. It gives a total of 1.55 odds. And that's our high stake odd for today. So I want to wish you guys the very best. So we have three predictions: the separate ticket prediction and the de-risked prediction, which gives 1.5 plus odds. So these are the games we have for you, and I want to wish you the very best today. And God bless us, and see you tomorrow.